Hello everyone, welcome back to Northeast Now. Today, our guest is Parthajit Baruah, a filmmaker and a film scholar who has received multiple awards and appreciation for his work. To share about his first ever feature film, Nellier Kotha. So sir, Nellier Kotha is coming to the theatre on 8th of December. What is your expectations from Nellier Kotha, from the people of Assam?
First of all, I'd like to thank you for inviting me for exclusive interview at a studio. I'd like to thank you first. And I'm really grateful to you because my new feature film, Nellier Kotha, it's based on the Nellie massacre that took place in 1983, 18 February. So as your question is, what would be the expectation from the people of Assam as it was made on a very sensitive topic? I have a pretty good expectation from the people of Assam because the target audience of this particular film is middle-aged and the elderly persons. I do not have the target for the young generations because they were not born. But yes, the middle-aged people and the elderly people and the old people will be my focus point as an audience. I'm sure people will accept Nellier Kotha as a good Assamese cinema. In that good Assamese cinema, because I can still remember one thing. Janu Baruah, the great filmmaker of Assam, he once told me that cinema is a powerful media that can create a society and destroy a society. And for me, the word Nellie massacre is very sensitive and very horrifying. But the film, Nellier Kotha, as Janu Baruah said that film has a power to create a society. And Nellier Kotha, unlike some other film, is not going to destroy the society. It is going to create a society. Nellier Kotha will bring a good message to the society.
Nellie is such a sensitive topic, and people of Assam, we seem to forget about it. And it was horrific. So what motivates you to make a film on such a sensitive political and social issue? As in Assamese film industry, we do not see much of the political movies.
Yeah, many people ask me when I made this debut film, Nellie Massacre, do you have the political ideology that you support the government or you support other groups? I simply say that this film is nothing to do with the political group. It is not anti-Muslim or pro-Muslim. It is not anti-Hindu or pro-Hindu. It talks about the humanity. As you know that the Nellie massacre took place, I have already told you. Nellie massacre took place in the year 1983 as a part of the Assam movement. But you'll be surprised to know one thing, that the intellectuals of Assam, particularly the Muslim community, they still say, even a few people of Assam, including Hindu, it can be Hindu or Ohomia, they still say that the larger Assamese society should beg an apology to the people of the Muslims, because the Assamese people have done a wrong thing and a horrific thing in the year 1983. Result was the Nellie massacre. But in my film, I have not shown who should beg an apology. I have not shown that the Assamese are begging apology to the people of Muslims. I have shown that the entire episode, the Nellie massacre that killed almost 2,000 Muslims. Whenever I just remember those things, still I feel pain. I feel pain. It is a bad message to the world of humanity. It is really very bad, because you have seen photographs of the young children, the babies, they were killed, they were murdered, they were thrown in the river. So that is the horrific thing in the world. But me, as a filmmaker, is to create a society, to bring a positive message to the society. Now in 2023, it is almost 40 years. It has almost 40 years. But the young generations, they have almost forgotten that horrific incident. But those who are middle-aged, those who are elderly, some of them have witnessed the whole incident.
Yes.
But here, what I want to show that the young generation also should know about that incident and why it has happened. Why it has happened. Why the big massacre took place in a state where people were known as very soft. Assamese people were known to be very soft. They cannot kill people. Why it happened?
We talk about unity in Assam.
Yeah, the Assamese people are known to be very soft, isn't
Yes.
it? Assamese people are known to be very soft, but in spite of that, why it took place in Assam,
Yeah.
in a small place like Nellie?
Nellie. It is horrifying. So
Yeah.
the thing is,
Yeah,
Assam has a rich history of political and social movements. So Nellie massacre is a very sensitive and horrific incident out of all. So it is a bold step to make a movie, especially on Nellie massacre. How did you end up making Nellie story?
yeah. Many Assamese films were made on socio-political issues during the Alpha movement.
Yeah.
Some of the filmmakers, Surya Hujo Gogoi,
Yeah.
he has made one film on Alpha and Hek Upohar.
Yeah.
That is one of those films that reflect the socio-political history.
Yeah.
But directly, there are no film that addresses the Nellie story.
Yeah.
Directly, there is no film. So now question is, what motivates me to make the film?
Yes.
So basically, I, as an ordinary human being, an ordinary citizen of the state, I just observe what is going on inside our state. I cannot go to the street and shout.
Yes.
I cannot go because I'm a filmmaker. My way of changing the
Yes.
society is quite completely different.
Yeah.
So previously, in my earlier times, I made 3-4 documentaries that
Yes.
deal with socio-political issues. One was the first documentary was called Lakshmi
Lakshmi
Warang, and she was, as you know, that
Yeah.
she was stripped in Beltola.
Yeah.
Guwahati is known to be people living in the civilized people are living in the
Yes.
city. Still, why in the broad daylight, an Adivasi girl who came from Bishnath Sarli was stripped in a broad daylight? No one thought. When I made the documentary, people asked why you have made the documentary after 5 or 6 years. There is no time. Similarly, in 2004, Alpha ticket bomb in Dhamaji. So I made a documentary on that particular issue called the Dhamaji tragedy. So similarly, I have been observing and reading many books on the Nellie story.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, because I have found that this is the story people always want to avoid.
Yeah.
They always want to avoid because they do not have, maybe some of the people want to have the guts, maybe they do not have the producer to make the to produce the film because of the sensitive issues.
Yeah.
So as I have the political conscience in my mind, so I have decided that no, I should pick up this topic, and when I pick up this topic, people will have to watch the film not in a very negative way, but will have to watch in a way that how it happened, why it happened, why the Nellie massacre took place, what led them.
So how hard was it?
It was quite difficult for me because I asked one of my friend, and that you are going to do the music, background music for this film.
Yeah.
When he heard the name, the Nellier Kotha, or he instantly said, "No, I'm not going to do the background score of your film." So means he did not say directly, but he simply avoided when I talk about the Nellie story or Nellie, because the word Nellie itself has a negative vibe.
Yeah.
But slowly, I think as my film is coming in the theater on 8 December, people will come to know that Nellie will become a very homely and very loving word for them instead of the horrifying word. When I say Nellie, it is very loving and beautiful. You just go to the place called Nellie. You will now in 2003.
Yes.
You'll be surprised to know that people, irrespective of the caste, creed, and belief, they are living in harmony.
So we have read and we have watched many stories and many documentaries on Nellie, but from outsiders' views. Okay, and then you are making a film on it as an insider. So what was the difference?
Yeah, in fact, it's a good question that I'd like to thank you for that. But before making this documentary, I have read many books, I have watched documentaries. Then some of the research scholars, they have done their PhD on Nellie massacre. But when I have gone through the whole research papers, then documentaries and news writings, feature articles, then I have realized that people who have written on Nellie massacre, they have the outsider perspective.
Yeah.
They have described or narrated the whole incident from one way. So myself as an insider of Nellie or nearby Nellie. So I decided that no, I needed to give the insider perspective of the whole incident that led the Nellie massacre. So I have found some void. I have some void in the documentary made on Nellie massacre. I have some void in PhD works, but I found that as they have the void, so I have decided to make the film from the insider perspective. And when you watch the film on 8 December, I'm sure my insider perspective will be revealed. I'm sure the film Nellier Kotha will have the academic value. It has the academic value.
Yeah. We are hopeful. So I'm gonna ask you something. 8 December, it's releasing on 8 December. So it is like nearby the elections. So you have anything like any kind of propaganda, political?
So many people are asking me the same questions. Why are you just releasing your very sensitive topic, sensitive film, Nellier Kotha,
right before the election?
Just before the election. Many people are asking me, that is on 8 December, after 3-4 months, the election is coming. Yes, there is, I like to admit one thing very clearly to your channel, that there is no intention of making this film as a propaganda film. I just want to say very clearly, this film is not anti-Hindu or pro-Hindu. It is not about anti-Muslim or pro-Muslim. It has a message towards the humanity. And you have asked me, is it the political? I have the political intention. No, I don't have the political intention because I think it has come up. I did not know that the election is coming up, so the date was already taken. So I don't think there is any political reason. But people are there to question you. People are there to question you that maybe you have made a propaganda film, and that's why you have released the film before the elections. Like some other films are there in Kerala. There is a Kerala story, and that was the propaganda film. Some other films are there. Those who are the propaganda film. But the question is, you asking me indirectly that whether the Nellier Kotha, which is given in English as title as the Nellie story, is the Nellie story is propaganda film? No, the Nellie story is not a propaganda film. I want to clarify that point. Nellie story is not a propaganda film, and there's nothing to do with the elections. But yes, people are there to make it, to bring it or drag it to controversy. That depends on whenever you make a film, people are there to the questions. No, they may think that way. Let them think.
Yes. So as much as I know that Parthajit Baruah is in the leading role, na? So tell us about the cast and crew about Nellier Kotha.
Nellier Kotha is a very beautiful film. You must watch it on 8 December. The cast, very powerful cast and crew. The crew members first, I'd like to tell you. The DOP is Sumon Dore, the veteran cinematographer. Sound design is by National Award winner Debojit Sangmai, and the color grading was done by Rajesh Yadav. He is in Mumbai. He did some other films and like Mission China or something
okay.
other than he did the same coloring, and Hirok Jyoti Pathak he did the editing. This is basically the crew members, and the cast is the lead cast is Parthajit Baruah, and he played the role of Rajiv Pathak.
Yeah.
He played the role of Rajiv Pathak, and then we have another characters called.
He is playing the role of I think a PhD scholar.
Yeah, he's playing the role of a PhD scholar, and he is shown as a person who comes from a Teo tribe.
Yeah.
And we have Dhananjoy Devnath. He's a batchmate. He's a class friend of Adil Hussain.
Yeah.
Then we have I can't remember his name. Mohendo Das. He's a veteran. He's from Sonapur. Mohendo Das is a veteran actor, and another powerful actor that plays the role called Mumtaz, and she is Swagata Bharali. And Swagata Bharali, recently she has shifted to Mumbai to start a new career. And we have a very young girl called Rubeda.
Yeah.
She is Vaishnavi Bora. She's from Nagaon. She's starting in class 4.
Oh.
Yeah, that's see. I have taken that character because she is a daughter of Swagata Bharali. In the film, she is Mumtaz, and another character is Dhananjoy. Yeah. He plays the role of Ilyas. Yeah. They have one daughter, and she is Rubeda. Yes, and Rubeda has been shown as a hope. Rubeda is a symbol of hope for all humanity, irrespective of caste, creed, and we have the veteran actor, most popular actor called Mintu Baruah. Yeah. And Mintu Da is there. Some other powerful characters are there.
Yeah. So we are so excited to watch Nellier Kotha, and we all will surely go to the theatre on December 8th. So do you want to say anything to the audience?
Namaskar. মই এটা অনুৰোধ কৰিব বিচাৰিছোঁ আমাৰ সিনেমা নেলিৰ কথা এই সিনেমাখন সমগ্ৰ অসমৰ চিত্ৰগৃহত 8 ডিসেম্বৰত মুক্তি লাভ কৰিব এই সিনেমাখনৰ নিৰ্মাণ কৰা হৈছে 1883 চনৰ 18 ফেব্ৰুৱাৰী যি ঘটনা ঘটিছিলে নেলিৰ মেছেকাৰ সেই নেলিৰ ঘটনাটোৰ ওপৰত নেলিৰ গণহত্যাৰ ওপৰত যেটো ঘটনা ঘটিছিলে সেই ঘটনাটোৰ ওপৰত ভিত্তি কৰি আমি নেলিৰ কথা সিনেমাখন নিৰ্মাণ কৰিছো এই সিনেমাখন আমি সমগ্ৰ অসমতে 8 ডিসেম্বৰত মুক্তি দিম আপোনালোকক অনুৰোধ কৰিলো গোটেই পৰিয়াল আহক এই সিনেমাখন চাওক সিনেমাখনে সমাজলৈ সমন্বয়ৰ বাৰ্তা লৈ আহিব এইখিনিতে মই কওঁ জানুবৰ ছাৰৰ এটা বক্তব্য মোক বৰ ভাল লগায় জানুবৰ ছাৰে কৈছে সিনেমা এখন সমাজ গঢ়িব পাৰে আৰু ধ্বংস কৰিব পাৰে নেলিৰ কথা যদিও গণহত্যাৰ ওপৰত এই ৰাজনৈতিক আমাৰ যি অশান্তি হৈ আছে ৰাজনৈতিক সামাজিক পৰিৱেশত এই সময়ছোৱাত নেলিৰ কথাখন চাবলগীয়া সিনেমা কাৰণ নেলিৰ কথাখনে আমাৰ সমাজলৈ এটা শুভ বাৰ্তা লৈ আহিব 8 ডিসেম্বৰ আপোনালোকে পাহৰি নাযাব ধন্যবাদ
So thank you, and you all please go and watch Nellier Kotha on 8 December. Thank you, and stay tuned to Northeast now.